Big Dave outside London Stadium following West Ham 0, Arsenal 1. Abel, I think the PGMOL have just done Arsenal a massive favour there, haven't they?
Oh my gosh, you know what? What's just happened there when it's kicked off? That's why we can't stand them, because their fans, the club, the players, all of them. Do you see Rice circling around the ref? Like, ref, you made the right decision, ref, you made the right decision. It's nuts. I would have rather us lost 6-0 than lose like that, because we got cheated. Where's the foul? 2 minutes to look for a foul. Where is it? Where is it?
There was no foul. As far as I could see, Ray went for the ball, it slipped through his hands. And, look, I've said this for a while, right? There's too much money in Spurs not in the Premier League.
Exactly.
We've said for a while, we was expecting something to go wrong with VAR, the PGMOL, something would happen that would create, where they would create something like this. And they've done it. They've done it today. They've done what they need to do to give the league winners they want, and to have the teams in the Premier League next season they want. And we've just seen that. Like, there's no other way of putting this. The PGMOL today, with that, Kavanagh and England have cheated us.
Yeah.
Absolute cheated us.
Terrible. Probably the worst ref I've ever seen ref a game. Obviously, every time we touched them like that, kept dropping to the floor, kept dropping. You know what the thing is with Arsenal? I could respect if they were like a PSG, a Barcelona. They play good football and win the league. But Arsenal don't play good football. They play negative football, drop down to the floor, time waste, and then they go and get a lucky goal like they did during the 80th minute. And that's the thing. That's why I don't respect Arsenal, because they play football like they did against Atletico Madrid, come off a mistake and Saka scores. It's just an absolute liberty. Just can't stand it. Who was the ref? Do you know? Who was the ref?
Chris Kavanagh, I believe.
See, like, I think he's had history, obviously doing dodgy calls before, but that's just absolutely terrible. 2 minutes to look for a foul, and they even took longer. They took about 5 minutes. And the thing is, if you can't find a foul in 5 minutes, there is no foul, is there? There is no foul at all. We've just been cheated. We've just been cheated. It's terrible.
Well, it's not clear and obvious. If it takes that long and there isn't a foul, and you've got to make it up as you go along, it's not there. But we can take, I think, some positivity and some pride from our performance as a team. Like today, I think we lacked a cutting edge, but in terms of our defensive solidity, in terms of our work rate, it was on point. Some of the players I criticised last week, like Hermanson and Juve, I thought played really well today. So in our performance, if not the result, and obviously Spurs win tomorrow, defeat next week condemns us to relegation. Was there enough in that performance for you to take positives?
I'd say so. Yeah, obviously, if we wouldn't have conceded and that goal had been allowed, we go and win 1-0, and our emotions are completely different right now. But I don't get it. I feel like that was cowardliness from Nuno bringing Pablo on. Obviously, I saw a stat the other day. The commentator mentioned against Brentford, Nuno and Pablo's dad used to play together. So could there be a bit of favouritism in that? I don't know. You can tell me. But obviously, I just don't know, mate. He should have brought Wilson on. Obviously, I think Wilson scored that goal, what just got disallowed. But Pablo, the one who caused the foul. But you can't be bringing people on like that. Obviously, Wilson has a history of us scoring last-minute goals against Spurs, against Everton the other week. But I just think that's terrible. And you need to look at the common sense of it. It's just no common sense from Nuno in that situation. It's coward. He's a coward. Cowardliness there, completely.
Yeah, I think he's been levelled a lot this season. Sorry, 2 seconds, Tom. Just obviously 10 years ago today, a bit young I remember, was the last game at the Bowling.
Cup win. For Cup win in 19.
46 years ago, the FA Cup. We've got a little bit of an emotional tie at this date. Do you see anything? Is there any positives to take going forward? Obviously, if we're looking ahead to next season, is there anything you feel we can cling to right now? Because I think a lot of people watching this are rightfully going to be angry. I think there's going to be a lot of toxicity, a lot of emotion, not because of the performance, maybe over the season because of the performances, but because of the refereeing today. But going forwards, can we take some positives? Is there anything you've seen today that gives you a little bit of hope for the future?
I think you can. I feel like we defended really well today. I feel like we're solid. Obviously, what can you do when they have a 12th man on the pitch? Obviously, but yeah, no, I feel like you definitely can take positive. But we're relying on Spurs to drop points, and I've got to be honest, I don't know if I can see that happening. Obviously, Leeds are going to just be having a bit of a laugh because obviously they're safe now and they're 15th. I take it, yeah, 15th.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they're 15th. So Leeds are just going to be having a laugh. Good away day out in North London. But obviously, it all relies on Spurs, doesn't it? And obviously we was in the driving seat, but we bottled it. We call them bottlers, but we bottled it.
I think that's a bit harsh. I think you can. I think you've just got to blame the referee for that. I think you've just got to blame VAR and the PGML and the referee for today. But Abel, thank you very much, mate. See you soon.
Irons?